Hello children, welcome to grade 5 subject SS. So chapter 3, today we are going to learn about the topic is human heritage. We have learned about material and non-material heritage in previous chapters. Those chapters tell us about the history of our country and its rich culture and heritage. However, the third important aspect of our heritage is human heritage. India has been a land of great thinkers, philosophers, scientists, economists, mathematicians, and poets. So, today and in coming sessions, we will learn about some ancient scholars who have earned fame in the world and contributed to the country's progress through their achievements. Your first topic is Ancient Indian Scholars. Since ancient times, Indian scholars have earned fame in the world and contributed to the country's progress through their achievements. So first is Gargi. So Gargi, she was a philosopher. Gargi Vachaknavi was a philosopher who lived about 3000 years ago. Gargi is credited with composing hymns and authoring Gargi Samhita. And second one, Chanakya. Chanakya was an advisor to Emperor Chandragupta Maurya about 2300 years ago. He helped him rise to power through his advice, trained him to rule a kingdom. And next one, Aryabhatta. Aryabhatta was a famous mathematician and astronomer. He lived about 1500 years ago. He was the author of several books on mathematics and astronomy. He claimed that the earth rotates on its axis. He explained that the apparent movement of stars across the sky was actually the result of the earth's movement. He set up an astronomical observatory near Pataliputra in present-day Bihar. And next is Kabir Das. Kabir Das was saint and a poet. He was born around 1440. He adopted by a Muslim weir family of Nehru and his wife Nima in Varanasi. Kabir could not write and therefore expressed this poem orally. And he was strictly opposed religious rituals and believed in one God. Next is Tansen. Tansen was one of the greatest singer and composers of Hindustani classical music. He was born in about 600 years ago. Tansen was not only expert singing but also instrumental music. So instrumental music also he is known. He was one of the 9 jewels or ratnas in Mughal Emperor Akbar's court. Mughal Emperor's Akbar's court. He was also honored with the title Mian by Akbar. Next is Mirza Ghalib. Mirza Ghalib's real name was Mirza Asadullah Bain Khan. He was considered to be a most famous poet. So he was a poet at age of 11 and he was a composer. Many of his poems were composed at ghazals. He wrote letters that became famous and his work also popularized the Urdu language. Next is Savitribai Phule. She was a social worker. Savitribai Phule was born in 1831 in Maharashtra. She was a social worker who played an important role of women's education in India. She was a wife of great social worker Jyotiro Phule. She put up a brave front and completed her education after marriage and starting teaching girls. She was chosen a first headmistress of first school for girls opened in Pune, India. She died while serving plague patients during an epidemic. Next is Dada Saheb Phalke. So he was a father of Indian cinema. He was born in Nasik, Maharashtra in 1870. He studied art in JJ School of Art, Mumbai. His passion for making a cinema was great that he sold off many of his household items to travel to England and learn the art and technology of film making. Dada Sahib completed the first Indian film Raja Harishchandra in 1913. He made 96 movies and 26 short films in his 19 years long career. Next is Srinivasa Ramanujan. So Srinivasa Ramanujan was born in 1887 in Erode. He was a great Indian mathematician even though he could not complete his formal schooling. And he developed various formula that he sent to Cambridge University, England. He was invited there because of his extraordinary talent. Tamil Nadu celebrates 22nd December as National Mathematics Day. Sitara Devi. She was a famous Kathak dancer. Born in 1920 in Kolkata. She was also known as Queen of Kathak. She learned dancing from her father, Sukhdev Maharaj. At that time, it was not considered respectable for women from good families to take up dancing. Sitara Devi too had to face obstacles, but she pulled all her energy to pursue her passion of dancing. When she was a teenager, Rabindranath Tagore saw her dance and called her Nritya Samragini or the Empress of Dance. She had also won many awards including the Padma Shri Award. Next is Munshi Premchand. So he was a writer. Munshi Premchand was born in 1880 in a small village in Varanasi. He wrote many great stories, novels and plays in Hindi. He faced poverty but continued to pursue his writing. His novels Godhan and Kaban have a special place in Hindi literature. His works have sensitively focused on life of poor people in India. And last is Amrita Shergill. She was a painter, famous Indian painter, born in 1913 in Budapest, Hungary, to Jewish mother and Sikh father. She came to India when she was 8 years of age. She considered it as her artistic mission to bring out the conditions of people in India in her paintings. She died at the young age of 28, but left a great impact of Indian art through her paintings. She is considered to be the most expensive woman painter of India, as her paintings are sold at very high prices. Her paintings have been declared as National Art Treasure by the Government of India. And your next topic is Nobel Prize winners. First is Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore was a poet, writer, philosopher and social worker. He was born in 1861 in Kolkata. He founded Shantiniketan, a school where students are imparted education in natural surroundings. Tagore composed music which is popularly known as Rabindra Sangeet. His Bengali songs have been translated into English. His most famous literary work is a compilation of songs known as Geetanjali. He was awarded at the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1913, becoming the first non-European person to be awarded this prize. And next topic is C.V. Raman. Yes, his full name was Chandrasekhara Venkata Raman. Sir Chandrasekhara Venkata Raman was first Indian scientist. So he was a scientist to be awarded a Nobel Prize in 1913 for the study of light. He was born near Tiruchirappalli, Tamil Nadu in 1888. His work in field of physics, a branch of science, has been recognized all over the world. He was also the first to work on scientific nature of sound produced in the Indian musical instruments consisting of drums and strings. He also won the highest civilian award of India, Bharat Ratna, in 1954. Next is Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa was born in Albania in 1910. She came to India 1929 because she wanted to serve a missionary in Bengal. She taught at Loreto Convent School in Kolkata for 20 years and later became its headmistress. She was disturbed by the conditions of poor people living in slums of Kolkata. She took basic medical training, after which she started reaching out to poor people affected by hunger and diseases. She won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1979 for her service to the needy. She was also given the Bharat Ratna in 1980 for her social work. And your last topic is Amartya Sen. Amartya Sen won the Nobel Prize for Economics in 1998. He is the first Indian economist. He was economist and he is the first Indian economist to have achieved this honor. He was born in Shantiniketan in 1933. It is said to be Rabindranath Tagore gave him name Amartya. Amartya, which means immortal or something that cannot die. When he was 9 years old, he experienced the Bengal famine, in which lakhs of people lost their lives due to starvation. This experience is reflected in many of his great writings. Sen has done studies on famines for the improvement of living conditions of poor people in India. He was also awarded in Bharat Ratna in 1999. Okay children, hope you understand. All the best. Thank you.